Bhage Rogavayam Kule Chutibhayam Bitte Nripaladbhayam Mane Dainyabhayam Bale Ripubhayam Rupe Jarayabhayam Shastre Vadibhayam Gune Khalabhayam Kaye Kritantadbhayam Sarvabhastu Bhayannitam Bhubi Nrinam Vairaggameva Bhayam. In enjoyment, there is the fear of disease. In social position, the fear of falling off. In wealth, the fear of hostile king. In honor, the fear of humiliation. In power, there is fear of the enemies. In beauty, the fear of old age. In scholarship, there is fear of opponents. In virtue, there is fear of scandal. In body, there is fear of death. Everything of this world pertaining to human beings is fraught with fear. Renunciation alone makes one fearless. Bhartrihari Vairagya Shatakam. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. This morning our subject is Gems from the Garden of Saints, Part 1. Generally, you know, in July I do not speak, July and August. But because our Vivekananda festival is tomorrow, I am here, so I am going to give a talk. This is an experimental talk, means I shall tell you some of the Swamis I met in my life and what I learned from them. In our Vedantic tradition, they call it Guru Parampara. The wisdom must come in succession from generation to generation. Vedanta says the original Guru was Brahma. Brahma imparted that knowledge to his son Vasishtha. Vasishtha to Shakti, Shakti to Parashara, Parashara to Vyasa, Vyasa to Shukadeva, Shukadeva to Gaudapada, Gaudapada to Govindapada, Govindapada to Shankara. From Shankara, 7th century, he established 4 monasteries to the 4 corners of India and established 10 monastic orders, Giri, Puri, Bharati, Bon, Aranya, Ashram, so that this ancient Vedantic tradition should be carried from generation to generation. Sri Ramakrishna's guru was Totapuri, was a Vedanta monk who belonged to Shankara's order. And we are also monks of the Ramakrishna order. Swami Vivekananda said, my religion is to learn. Wherever there is anything good, beneficial, uplifting, inspiring, you must learn. It may be from others' religions, does not matter. Don't close the door of your heart. Keep it open. Why? That will make you fresh. I remember once somebody asked Houston Smith, who unveiled that plaque, the symbol of all religions. Somebody asked that you are a Methodist minister and you teach world religions in different universities. You go to the Vedanta, he was the president of the Vedanta Society in 1950s here, in this place. You go to Sufi, you go to Dalai Lama, you go everywhere. How do you handle all these religions? He said, I have no problem. I take my own food and I take other religions as vitamin, food supplement. You eat your regular diet, and if you take vitamin B, C, or other vitamins, it does not disrupt your system. You feel good. So I take other religions as my food supplement. I feel good. I feel fresh. That is a very good example, you see. In our tradition, you have your main guru from whom you get the mantra. That is your primary guru. But you might have subsidiary gurus. In the Bhagavatam we find Avadhuta had 24 gurus. He learned from each one of them. He learned from the beasts, birds. He learned from human beings. Even he learned from a prostitute. That woman, Pingala, waited whole night for a man. Nobody came to her that night. At 4 o'clock in the morning, she said, Ashahi paramam dukkham, nairashyami paramam sukham. Hope is the cause of misery. Hopelessness is the cause of happiness. If I would wait whole night for God, perhaps I could see God. Avadhuta went to her and said, you are my guru. I learned a great lesson from you. Do not wait for anybody. Wait for God, and God only. Avadhuta had many gurus. Those stories are in the Bhagavatam. I am not going to speak those stories. But I am telling you that you must keep your heart open and learn. Miss Josephine MacLeod would speak about Swamiji. Do you know what? You know Swami Vivekananda was a teacher, but I saw him as a learner. He's a student. He continuously learned. As a result, if you read his lectures, you will find each lecture is fresh. New thoughts, new ideas. So those who come to Vedanta, you must keep your heart open and learn. That was my motto. I don't know where I shall start, but I began to visit Dakshineshwar, Belur Math, Udbodhan from 1950, when I was 14 years old, 8th grade, half pant and half shirt, went to the monastery. I met many wonderful monks of the Ramakrishna order who were disciples of Holy Mother, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda, Shivananda, Akhandananda, Shubhadananda, Vijnanananda. These are the direct disciples of Ramakrishna. I did not meet any direct disciples, but I met next generation. Disciples of Swamiji, disciples of Holy Mother. At least I met two persons who saw Sri Ramakrishna. Upen Mukherjee's wife, Boshumati Ma, I met her in 1970 in Banaras. That woman met Sri Ramakrishna. I saw her at that time, she was 95, 96 years old. And another man I met named Ramendra Sundar Bhakti Tirtha. He went with his father when he was 12 years old. And Sri Ramakrishna put his hand on his head and said, "Tui Pundit hobi, Dirghajibi hobi." You will be a great scholar and you will live long. So I met him when he was 94 years old, and he was a great Sanskrit scholar. He started a Sanskrit school in Hathibagan in North Calcutta, is told, and he wrote Ramakrishna Bhagavatam. He was recognized by the government of India, federal government. Great scholar. I remember I used to go to Udbodhan, mother's house, every Sunday in the afternoon. I used to clean mother's house, did errand for the monks, attend their Vesper service. The monks taught me how to sing the bhajan. Then I used to go to Dakshineshwar after the Vesper service. At that time, Dakshineshwar, few people would go there. Dark, big mosquitoes. I used to go and sit in Sri Ramakrishna's room. Oof, all the time slap. You cannot meditate. That was like injection, you can suck all of your blood. Big mosquitoes. I still remember there was one person, his name was Chaudhuri Maharaj. He used to make smoke in the Sri Ramakrishna room. Smoke means some coconut fiber, they chop it and they put some incense powder. And whole room was full of dark, If you do not want to cry for God, Chaudhuri Maharaj's smoke will bring tears for you. And he was very serious person. And if you touch Sri Ramakrishna's bed, he will scold you. So I used to sit in the corner, in the west side. If Chaudhuri Maharaj was not there, I put my head on Sri Ramakrishna's bed. Otherwise he will scold. Hey, you should not touch. I used to visit Mother's temple, the Divine Mother Sri Ramakrishna worship, Kali temple, all Shiva temples, Panchavati, Dakshin, all the places connected with Sri Ramakrishna. And still when I see the courtyard, the tile courtyard, still I feel that Sri Ramakrishna used to walk over these courtyards, he used to go over these steps. But problem is that room, that floor has been changed. When I went, it was a red cement floor. Now they put mosaic. They removed it. It is really a beautiful place, just on the bank of the Ganges. And then I met Sri Ramakrishna's grandnephew. His name was Harihar Chattopadhyay. We used to call him Khudomashai, Uncle Harihar. He had a bookshop just at the entrance of the master's temple, master's room, southern veranda. And there you will find all Ramakrishna Vivekananda literature and some pictures of Sri Ramakrishna. I remember my elder brother used to buy books from there and brought those books to our country home. Thus we learned about Ramakrishna Vivekananda and Holy Mother. Our home was 110 miles away from Calcutta. So thus we learned Sri Ramakrishna from those books, and he used to tell us many stories. That Uncle Harihar was very fond of me. Sometimes he used to give some prasad, a couple of sweets, and I remember I used to go and tank and drink some water. You see, you will have to press the faucet and then drink water like this. And sometimes Uncle Harihar used to come to our ashrama when I joined, because we have the big publication department. So he used to come and buy books, and we used to give him a special discount and put the books in his car and then give him some good refreshment because he belongs to Sri Ramakrishna's dynasty. We always respect them, love them, adore them. Their children will get free education from Ramakrishna Mission. They will get free treatment from our hospital because they are our Guru Vangsho, the dynasty of our great Guru. We have great respect for that family. Sri Ramakrishna's second brothers, grandsons. I remember his two sons, Shankar and Shamal. Shankar died last year. His grandson called me, when my grandfather died, he used to talk about you. And his Shamal used to say, Maharaj, taking my grandfather's name, you have 5-story building and you are poor. Our ashrama, you see, big building, Ramakrishna Mission, and they are Ramakrishna's family there, and we are poor. He was so funny. In 1950, as I told you, I used to go to Udbodhan and in mother's house. I still remember 1953 was Sri Ram Holy Mother's centenary. Ooh, what a crowd. Long lines, people to get in to see mother's room. And I was the shoe in charge. If you want to go upstairs, you will have to put the shoes, and I shall give you a ticket. Then after visiting the shrine, you come back, then you get back your shoe. So I was working for the